Wine and Dine, that was the name of the song. You'll hear it on the outro. Well, hello Glue Troopers, Max of Max's Models here. So I got a new chair today. This is from the Shaquille O'Neal Big and Tall collection, and it's called, you're going to love this, the Maximos. So hopefully no more squeaking in the background. So I got started on the Betty today, the Tamiya G4M 148 scale. And I thought we'd look at some of the parts. Now first off, we have the pre-painted glass parts or clear acrylic parts, and they did a really nice job on them. They give you the option for the top gunner's position to be closed or open, and of course they have the open hatch over the pilot, so you can have that closed or open. And I'm probably going to go ahead and use these. And while I'm on that, I told you I'd bought the Tamiya paint that's supposed to match this airplane. I gave it a quick test, and I'm happy to report that it looks like it does indeed match perfectly, so I'll be able to use it. It also gives you a normal set of clear parts. Now, not all the parts have the framing painted, because some of the parts like these don't need to have the framing painted because they're just single pieces that go into the fuselage. But the other canopies and those sections are all there unpainted if you want to do them yourself. We have the various runner trees, which I thought I'd go over. The A runner tree has the fuselage halves, engine nacelles, and the vertical fin, and it's very nicely molded. The B runner tree has the top of the wings and, of course, horizontal stabilizers and what I believe are the engine firewalls. The next bag had the C and D runner trees in it. That's most of your internal components in the inside of the plane and the lower part of the wings and part of the flaps. Then we have the E runner trees. There's two of them, and these are the duplicate parts, like a wheel for each side, a propeller for each side, an engine for each side, that sort of thing. But not the control yokes. The control yokes are actually different. Then we have the figures that come with it, which of course everybody waving goodbye to Admiral Yamamoto. Then we have the decals for two separate aircraft. I believe they're for both of the airplanes that were flying him that day. And then we have the instruction sheets, exactly what you expect from Tamiya. The kit's actually pretty straightforward, and it has a painting guide. So everything so far has gone together. It's just another Tamiya kit with the excellent fit and detail that you have come to expect and know and love. You start this one with the cockpit section, and although the box it shows it painted a light green, it actually says it's supposed to be painted light gray. So I used primed it with light gray, and that looked about right. And there's not a whole lot to painting it. One little mistake I made was the decal for the instrument panel is very nice, but it's very thin and very delicate. So it'll lay down over all of the instrument faces and everything. And I didn't think there would be a problem with putting it on after I'd assembled it because you have good access. But it really obviously would have been much smarter to have laid it on before I mounted it, simply because it tried to tear on me a little bit, and if it wasn't in there, it would have been a little bit easier, but it went in okay. I just, again, made things a little difficult for myself unnecessarily. I painted the cockpit. There's not a lot to it. The throttle mixture, some red and blue and chrome and silver and metal colors, black for the radio with white buttons. Kind of pretty straightforward. You have a reasonably detailed interior, and you should be able to see it with this model, so I'm trying to do a good job on it. I had to wait until I had the pilot figures painted and in their seats before I could put the control yokes in, so of course that takes a little bit of time. And I'm going to pre-paint some of the exterior parts before I put the halves together on the windows, but that'll come later. And I've got the entire interior basically built with the pilot and co-pilot in place. I'll have to paint a few more figures that are going to go in there, but it's all pretty straightforward stuff. Not a lot to mention other than it's everything fits like a glove. The instructions are clear, and so far the model's looking good. I am going to use those pre-painted glass pieces like I mentioned, since they seem to match up perfectly with the paint that I bought, which was what was recommended. And I'll get back to it tomorrow. I'm going to let this harden overnight and get cranking on it again tomorrow. Okay, guys, that was what I got done today, because we unexpectedly, I thought I said today was going to just be a build day, but I didn't get started till after lunch because it was we were out running errands. So that, that's life, right? The rugged life of the retiree. In fact, quick little story. Twice today, I got stuck at a red light because the person in front of me was on their cell phone or something. And when the light turned green, they didn't go. Even the cars in front of them did. You tap the horn and they don't move. Lean on the horn. They look up and as cars are passing, I'm like, what a bunch of idiots. My wife's like, really? Well, a while back, I had done a joke about a little joke song because she's like, you whine too much. I was like, okay, so it's dinner and a wine, huh? And she now made that her ringtone, so when I do that, she can just play this song. I'm becoming that guy. Get off my lawn, kid. You guys take care of yourselves. We'll talk at you later. And as always, model on.
The coffee's too hot, the toast is too cold, the Wi-Fi's too slow, the stories are old, the sun is too bright, it hurts my poor eyes. It's bright outside, I prefer gray skies. Oh, gripe and whine, my dear old friend. The complaints, they never end. Oh, gripe and complain, you've got the knack. Your glass is half empty and there's a crack. The chair's too hard, the bed's too soft, the neighbors are loud, their dog's always lost, the weather's too windy, the air feels too dry, even your ice cream melts too fast to try. Every silver lining has a stain. You even grumble when it starts to rain. Oh, gripe and whine, my dear old friend. The complaints, they never end. Oh, gripe and complain, you've got the knack. Your glass is half empty and there's a crack. You'd argue with a mirror for showing your face. You'd critique a rainbow for being out of place. If perfection came knocking, you'd slam